बहुत ही सार्थक चर्चा चल रही है भारत और यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका के बीच, जो हमारे दोनों नेताओं ने निर्णय लिया है। हमारा पहला ट्रांच बायलैटरल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट का लगभग तैयार हो गया है। हमारी उम्मीद है कि अगले 4-5 दिन में हम एक जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका और भारत के बीच में फाइनलाइज करके साइन कर देंगे और उस जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट के आधार पर शुरुआत हो जाएगी हमारे दोनों के बीच में इस समझौते की पहली कड़ी। साथ ही साथ एक फॉर्मल एग्रीमेंट ड्राफ्ट हो रहा है जिसको शायद महीना भर 1.5 महीना लग सकता है और उस फॉर्मल एग्रीमेंट को मिड मार्च तक साइन करने का अंदाजा है। लेकिन 18% जो यूएस टैरिफ्स घटने हैं वो जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट अनाउंस होने के बाद एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्डर द्वारा यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका कर देंगे।
Days after India secured a major trade win with the United States, Bangladesh appears to have rushed into a quiet deal of its own. With barely days left for its general elections, Dhaka is preparing to sign a trade pact with Washington on February 9th. That is just 3 days before Bangladeshi voters go to the polls. The date has reportedly been confirmed by Bangladesh's Commerce Secretary, but what stands out is not just the timing, it is the secrecy. According to reports from Bangladesh, the deal is being kept completely under wraps. Dhaka has reportedly signed a non-disclosure agreement with the United States. The terms of the pact are unknown. Even key stakeholders in Bangladesh say they do not know what is being agreed to. This is happening under an interim government led by Muhammad Yunus. That government will exit days after the pact is signed. The next elected government will be forced to implement an agreement it did not negotiate. From India's point of view, the timing matters. This deal comes just a week after India and the US finalized a trade agreement that brought tariffs on Indian exports down to 18%. Bangladesh currently faces 20% tariffs, reduced from a much higher level earlier imposed by President Donald Trump. Dhaka now wants those tariffs lowered further, to 15%, but at what cost remains unclear. The secrecy has triggered concern inside Bangladesh. The garment sector, which is the backbone of its economy, is especially anxious. The industry alone accounts for tens of billions of dollars in exports. Industry leaders have openly questioned why such a major agreement is being signed days before an election. Traders argue this could have waited. They say clarity should have come first. There is also a larger strategic angle that India cannot ignore. The trade imbalance between Bangladesh and the US is significant. Washington wants to close that gap. Reports suggest the US is pushing more agricultural exports into Bangladesh, easier access for American automobiles, and even increased defense purchases. There is another message embedded here. The US is also said to want Bangladesh to reduce its dependence on China. Bangladesh will witness its first election since former PM Sheikh Hasina's ouster after mass student protests last year. She remains in exile in India. That context makes every major decision taken by the interim government politically sensitive. For India, the message is simple. The trade victory has triggered movement in the region. But secrecy, speed, and external pressure often come with long-term consequences.